Hello, everyone. This is Brian Drury of Overcoming Graduation to bring you a quick message today on mindset. And today's message is this: it hurts just bad enough. There's a speaker and an incredible entrepreneur by the name of Lisa Nichols, and she shared a story in one of her presentations where she said there was a young man who was walking to work, and he would walk by the same house every day, and there's a woman sitting in a rocking chair just knitting, probably in her 70s, relaxing, and she's got her dog next to her on the porch. And what a beautiful, sweet image. But then, as he's walking by, he hears the dog whimpering, and it sounds like he's in pain, but he can't see anything noticeable or visible. So he walks past, he goes, well, all right, maybe it'll be better tomorrow. Walks by, the dog is complaining again and crying and, making that little whimpering noise. By the third day, he's like, listen, if I go by again, that dog's making the noise. I got to say something. I got to make sure the dog's okay. So he comes by the third day, and sure enough, that dog is whimpering just the same as every other day. And he looks and he yells out to the woman on the porch. He goes, excuse me, ma'am, what's wrong with your dog? And she looks back with a little smile and she goes, oh, honey, he's laying on a nail. And the guy goes, why? Why doesn't he just move? And the woman goes, it hurts just bad enough for him to complain about it, not actually to do anything about it. You see, we've all got that in our lives, don't we? We've all got those situations where we complain, and someone goes, well, why don't you just leave? Why don't you change? Why don't you do this? And you're like, well, and then the list of excuses. I remember graduating from school, moving to Appleton, Wisconsin, and getting into a role where I found people in their early 20s who were already making excuses about why they could never live the life they wanted. They were already deciding that it was done. They go, man, one day I'd love to live in California. I was like, well, why don't you? And they're like, well, it's far and it's a lot more expensive than here. And, it'll be hard. I don't know how the school districts are. And, my family's not too far away. And it's just thing after thing after thing. Instead of looking for solutions, we often look for justification for our limitations. I'm going to say that again. It's like, instead of looking for the excuses that justify our limitations, we could be looking for solutions. You see, life is largely influenced by the quality of the questions we ask. And if we ask questions like, why can't I do that? Our brain, our heart, our body and soul are going to go to work on that problem. But if we say, how could I do it? Why does it matter? Why is it important to me that I achieve this goal? Then the brain goes to work on that problem, and that is a hell of a lot more productive and is going to take you places that the other one never could have. The other question never could have. So, where in your life are you that dog on the porch right now? Because guys, we all do this. Health, wealth, spirituality, relationships, in some area of our life, we all do this. Sometimes it's just in one, but you'd be amazed when you do it in one, it tends to bleed over into others. When we command a greater standard for ourselves, the work we do and the way we live our life, we no longer tolerate the things to stay without us consciously working towards them and changing them. Doesn't mean we fix everything immediately. Doesn't mean everything's just magically better. And it doesn't mean we won't have challenges in the future. But when we cultivate that resiliency, we have the ability to face any challenge that life throws at us to the best of our ability. And there are times we're going to feel this close to feeling overwhelmed and like we can't do it. It's just way too much. This is more than I ever expected. But the more we're preparing every day, the more we're committing, the more we're serving, the more we're connecting to the love and the passion that binds us all. And we do that through doing the work we're meant to, no matter how hard it is, we find a way. That's where life really begins to change. Not just for us, but for the people that we're serving. So I love you all. Thank you all for listening. Thanks for being a part of this. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel by clicking the button below and share this video out with your friends and following. Like, comment. I want to hear from you. I want to hear what your takeaways are, what action you're going to take, because what is it you're going to do with this information? Information, motivation, additional education is great, but what are you going to do with it? I would love to hear in the comments. And if you want to stay up to date on the most recent and the upcoming events, promotions, special offers, products, and things that are coming out of Overcoming Graduation, visit overcominggraduation.com, and there will be a pop-up within a few seconds of arriving for a free giveaway. You enter your name and email, you'll immediately be added to the list. So I look forward to seeing you there. And I look forward to sharing more of these messages with you because this is what I'm here to do. So I love you. Thanks for being here. I'll be talking to you again real soon.